Hello everyone and welcome to this video where I'm going to be demonstrating a recruitment method which is quite powerful. It will actually get candidates into an interview before you've actually got the client. So how this works is you work with candidates that are very easy to place. We call them in the sector the most placeable candidates. So chances are you've posted a job advert or you've got some candidates or people you personally know and you want to see if you can get them into a job, into an interview. Now how this method works is you speak to candidates, you interview them, you get their permission to say to you, yep, I'm happy for you to look for a job for me, basically. And from there on in, you get their CV and you start sending it to clients. Now, what you want to do first, I'm going to show you two methods. Potentially, you can have interviews booked in for tomorrow with this method. If you are quick, if you're lucky, if you do well, and you obviously work at it. So, copy my method. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. I'm going to show you how to do it for free, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to actually set up. It's all going to be done via email. You can put in some calls as well afterwards if you like. So, the methods I'm going to use is going to be using Indeed, which is free to post jobs to get candidates to apply. And then I'm going to show you how to X-ray search on LinkedIn to actually find more candidates that are passive job seekers and not actively looking. Now these are going to be, no other agency are going to be, in contact with these people. If a candidate's applying for jobs, chances are they're going to be applying for other recruitment agencies first. But if you've got passive candidates from LinkedIn, which is a little harder to get because not everyone's looking for a new role, but chances are you can make a lot of money from there. So I've posted jobs in the past, so I just wanted to go through everything on here. And looking at this, for this example, we're going to use a French speaking customer service role. So I've pulled 3 CVs off here. I would go into it, but I don't want to reveal any identities. But what you want to do is have a look at French speaking. This person's had a bit of experience in the sector, might or may not be, suitable. These are 3 random CVs I've just pulled off. Um, so you'd want to look through. You'd look through. There's 100 applicants. You'd look through 100 of them, and you might interview. You might email 30 and then interview 10. So you've got 10 candidates you can work with. So that's 3 candidates you've got off there. Now looking at this, this person looks quite solid in their experience. I'm pretty pleased with them. I'll definitely contact this person, see exactly what they're looking for. And when you talk to them, it's just find out what they want, what they're looking for. Why have they started looking? You can say to them, have you started applying for positions? How's your job search going? Is there anything I can do to help you out? I work with, a number of companies I can probably put you in touch with, and I wouldn't waste your time with sending you for interviews. I don't think you're going to get the job because I know my client well, I know what they're looking for, and I'll tell you honestly, get their salary expectations. If they're looking for 25, great. Look for positions that are paying 25 grand for them. If you can get them more, please try to do that. It obviously works beneficial for them because the candidate's likely to stay long term with the client, and the client's obviously happy that they've got their staff member and you've got them a better salary. So this, for example, we're going to call this candidate Dave, um, and the reason I done that is because they speak 3 languages, and I was a language recruiter a while back, and a trilingual person would be very easy to place, especially for languages that would be very useful. Fluent in English, they've had good experience as well, and it's sort of long-term positions. I mean, they were a sales assistant for that long in a well-known brand. Actually, 2, 3, but they're all pretty much well-known brands with that, and they've had over 10 years experience. So this person, Dave, I would love to talk to Dave, have a chat with him, see if I can help him out. If not, we'll obviously connect with each other on LinkedIn, and we'll literally take it from there and move on, see if we can work with each other in 3 months down the line. Recruitment isn't a 1 day thing. It can be something that you can, build a relationship. Everyone always tells me build relationships with people, but yeah, that's that. So let's say you've got Dave, you've got his permission to send your CV, and you want to go off and start to find clients who you can contact. So you want to go on Indeed, and you want to type in French speaking customer service, and Dave's in London. And what we want to do is click advanced job search, filter out any staffing agencies. Now this takes off all the recruitment um, companies. So we can look at possibly this in St Albans. People might not want to travel, but if they're obviously local to there, so he's picked up Italian jobs as well, Spanish, Italian. That's potentially finance graduate. This can be one. I think that's quite a well-known brand. Daughters Collection. Are they arts or hotels? Okay. So we want to open their website. We want to type in LinkedIn, and we want to find who the person is we're going to contact from here. So let's have a look. People, and they're a French company, I think, possibly. Or they've got a lot of hotels, and that's probably the person you want to email, that gentleman there. And you want to search HR. Let's see if we can pick up a HR person. So there's potentially a few people here. Maybe David we can email. HR Global Director, Chief of People. So Natasha could potentially be the person you want to email. So grab their email address and first name dot surname. From there, and what you want to do is I'm going to conceal their identity. Apologies, but you get the method, and we want to go to our email address. So let's potentially say we've got their email address, and you want to type the subject French speaking customer service, and I've got my free email template which I've written out, which is going to be on this link in the description, and it's the last email. The last template here. So you just want to copy and paste this into here, and so you want to say hello, name, the person you're emailing, regarding the French speaking, whatever they've called it or titled it, French speaking reservation specialist, which is basically a customer service or a booking agent. You want to just copy and paste that in there. Customer service role. I recruit for 2 of your direct competitors, made 3 placements per month in the French speaking niche. We've done for French speaking customer service staff. And I'd love to, would it be if they've got other roles, you can obviously add this section in. If not, take it off completely. We're currently working with 3 candidates, or you can put a number of candidates or 1 candidate who I think is suitable for the role. Kind regards, and just put CADs here. And then send that email address across. You've asked them if they want to see their CVs. If they do, you'd send the CV across. You might want to check with the candidate, is this a company you want to work with? But you would have already done that. Just in case, still do it. I always try and keep in touch, contact my candidates as much as possible, because obviously you're trying to help them out and you're seeing they might have found a job in that time, so you want to obviously keep in contact with them. Once you send that across, if they request the CV back or a number of CVs, send them across. Make sure it's anonymized, so meaning taking off the mobile number, any email address, any name, or any personal details that might lead back to the candidate from there, just so they don't go direct to them. Also send across your terms and conditions and your rates. So if we charge 10%, put in, look, for this placement, we'll be happy to line up everything from there. You could put it in this email, but I find try and get an open dialogue first, and then obviously try and make the sell. If they try and negotiate from you, obviously you can do that. But if they're coming back to you and they're interested on this, one of the CVs, they're gonna potentially be working with you from there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll show you another quick method, which is how to actually find more candidates from here. So you can, whatever sector you're in. So let's type French speaking. Well, let's put French customer service in here. And what this is an X-ray search. So it's going to find all the people that are registered on in LinkedIn that have a job title as a French customer service advisor in London. And we're going to click find people, and it's going to pull up all the details, all the people on here that have that sort of skill or expertise. You can put anything you want in there. The results that come up was 527. So there's a lot of candidates on here that you potentially could add. Ask them if they're open to new opportunities at any point. Connect with them. You build up your network. These are candidates that you're going to start to work with. And the beauty of it is, once you've connected with them, they might not be interested now, but if you start posting jobs, and once you get the ball rolling, once you start posting jobs, you start saying, on LinkedIn, I've picked up a new vacancy. Would anyone be interested in this? Because they're on your connections, they'll see all your posts, and chances are they'll say, look, I'm very interested, and they're a passive job seeker. No other recruiter is going to have these relationships with these people. So it takes a bit of time. You can add all, 500 people from here, and you've got, a database already, 500 people added. I think there's probably some restriction to how many people you can add. So definitely look to sort of use this method, utilize it. It's very powerful. It's going to be something that you're always going to use on every single level, but it's something where you can hit the ground running. Potentially, if you're struggling to if you're emailing clients and they're not coming back to you, you can potentially line up a lot of interviews. It's pretty much limitless. It takes probably I've emailed one person. It took me probably 2-3 minutes. So in an hour you could probably do 10 or 20 people from there. But first off, start with the candidates. You'll gain the experience. If you already know how to speak to candidates and how to interview, great. You can start doing this method straight away. So I hope this helped. The link to the email address is in the description below. Let me know if you've got any questions. Let me know how you get on as well. I love to hear from people if they're saying, look, my methods are working or it's helped with me. I spoke to someone 2 days ago who actually used my email method, my two to eight rule, and they've actually picked up 2 clients in their first day of recruiting, and they obviously hit the ground running. So these methods do work. Hope you enjoyed, and take care.